descending through thick clouds. Ansett New Zealand Flight 703 slams into a hill.
It was just an almighty crash. Horrendous sound.
Ansett 703, do you read?
Those lucky enough to survive the crash find themselves stranded
There's no signals at all and they're off radar.
and facing the possibility of freezing to death.
Hypothermia would have been a major problem.
Once investigators finish piecing together the clues,
There it is, clear as day.
It was obvious that there was a malfunction.
their findings lead to an unprecedented charge of manslaughter.
This accident should not have happened.
It's 9 in the morning as Ansett New Zealand Flight 703 cruises towards the city of Palmerston North, New Zealand.
Missed approach heading is set. They're on heading 250.
At the controls is 40-year-old Captain Gary Sotheran, a 6-year Ansett veteran with almost 8,000 flying hours.
Ansett 703 established inbound.
33-year-old First Officer Barry Brown has more than 6,000 hours.
Will do at 10 miles, Ansett 703.
That was a fairly standard sort of commuter flight. And these two pilots were very, very qualified to fly this plane.
There are 18 passengers on board the short flight. William McGrory is flying to his company's head office for an early morning meeting.
I was working for a plumbing company. I was based in Auckland and they were based in Palmerston North.
Do you race?
Oh, nah. Never watched a race in my life. Passes the time, though.
Are you headed home?
And then the hostess sat down on the seat in front of me on the armrest and started chatting. She was telling me about her life and I was telling her what I was up to, and she was great. Just full of life, full of beans, and had her life planned.
I'm trying to save enough to buy a house.
She was from Christchurch and I believe that's where she was going to buy her house. She was really excited about that.
Captain Southern again. We are beginning our approach to Palmerston North. We should have you on the ground right around 9:30.
The pilots are flying a Dash 8 100 series, a 40-seat regional airliner known for its short takeoff and landing capability.
And course bar is active.
Check.
Flight 703 left Auckland for the 1-hour flight to Palmerston North. It's a 250-mile journey south to a region with notoriously unpredictable weather.
There was low cloud around the Palmerston North area. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been a great day to fly because of the lack of visibility.
As we were on approach,
Hang on a minute.
and she looked out the window and looked a bit concerned. She looked on the other side as well, and she said,
I don't think the landing gear's down on the right side. Can you check your window?
The landing gear on the Dash 8 is located in the engine's housing on the wings. Because the wings are on top of the airplane, when the landing gear is extended, it's clearly visible from the cabin.
No, I can't see the landing gear at all.
we were looking straight out under the wing pretty much. So, yeah, you would see it all right. I could tell that it wasn't extended.
Excuse me.
Karen Gallagher alerts the pilots.
I'll keep an eye on the airplane while you're doing that.
Yeah, okay.
In the cockpit, Captain Sotheran and his first officer are already troubleshooting the problem.
The right landing gear isn't down. I guess you guys know that.
Yeah, we know.
Thank you.
Alternate gear extension, approach and landing checklist, pressurization.
When the gear doesn't go down normally,
Every airplane has a checklist to have a backup system. That's required by design. Dash 8 is no exception. It should not be a big deal.
We're good. Have everything under control. There's a standard procedure that they're running through.
She came back and sat down again on the armrest and said they're just doing a manual reset and they'll have the wheel down in no time. She wasn't stressed, well, not alarmed at all.
As Flight 703 nears Palmerston North, the pilots follow the procedure for lowering landing gear manually.
Airspeed below 140 knots?
It's 140.
Karen was sitting right there in front of me, and the next minute...
And then I'll have a few days off, so I'll probably head down to...
There was just an almighty crash, just horrendous sound, and then the sound stopped, and we must have lifted off the ground. Another crash, and then we seemed to be sliding. It was just horrible, horrible noise. All the metal and all the things flying around inside the plane.